encourage you, if you just take out a few minutes to take out the visitor's card and fill in the visitor's card.
How they talk like that. Now there are some more differences.
Women, if they say yes, they actually mean no. If they say no, they mean yes. If they say maybe, it means no. And if she says, I'm not upset, she means, of course I'm upset, you stupid. And when she asks the husband, am I fat? She wants him to say, tell me I'm still beautiful. So he would have to depend on Eve to find them for him. Then, the last reason, when God finished the creation of Adam, he stepped back to look at his handiwork. He scratched his head and remarked, I can do better than that. And so he made Eve.
I have many all kind of likes and dislikes. I like to, for instance, my short fighting story. I like to do, sit and then detective fiction. In fact, not yet. When I finished, graduated, went back to Malacca.
Very clever, yeah. And he had plenty of ideas. He was involved in many things, starting wonderful projects like Asian Beacon. Great on me because he was just doing so. He's an eye specialist and he just loves his work, and he was practicing into his 90s. He was still operating on the eye at 80 years old, 80s, and he just loved it and his patients, and he didn't have much time. And when we were married in Malacca, once a year he would take holiday for 2 weeks from Hong Kong to come to Malacca to visit us.
And then he said, piano, encyclopedia too small. He started to sell houses. He said, I know that he was doing good, because when he only sell houses and sell them many, and he would speak to the people, their family, and if they're migrants, he would help them to enroll the children to the best schools, and then teach them how to go do marketing in the offices and all that thing. He's serving, continue to serve all the people outside the marketplace. But today I won't tell.
I still met my wife about 30 years ago in Penang. How many of you are from Penang? Wow, wonderful. And just to give you a bit of background about myself, I come from a family of 10, and I'm number 4 in the family. And I'm successful in selling pianos and electric these organs to many people. Now, the second thing I want to say is that in the Yamaha Music School, I was quite attracted. I learned to accept my wife as a unique person, a unique and wonderful person. Wow. Going on Tuesday and Wednesday. Wow. So, ladies and gentlemen, I invite those who are going, who have not registered, to come for this marriage enrichment seminar. Whoa. Thank you very much.
Hey, yeah.
Peter is attractive to me because he is handsome, but untidy. I thought to myself, I can always clean him up. And he's with his bad habits, like slowly I found that I can tolerate and accept each other.
And nothing can be threatened even in a church, if you go deep. But if you don't, then Satan is going to put cracks over foundations, and it's going to crack up marriages, crack up families. And I tell you what, people say, my marriage is okay, but it can be better. Yeah. Some people say, my marriage is very good. It can be better. Amen. I said, my marriage is excellent. It can be even more excellent. Yeah. But marriage is, a little bit in trouble, shaky or trouble. That's why you should come even more. Yeah. But whatever level your marriage is, whatever your spouse thinks in your marriage is, you can sow in your marriage. And I tell you, this weekend will be marriage changing, life changing, spouse changing. Because not just of the information you're getting, but you pick up something in the spirit.
And what we are trying to do is to say that our people should go out. Now, while doing that, I begin to do some studies. And I look at some of the MU, Malaysian University, Singapore University. Those are the top people. They are like Dr. Moses Day and those are people like me who cannot study there. They go to other countries like Hong Kong, U or something. And then we go become general practitioner. Oxford got med school. He was an Oxford professor. No, he's Oxford. Oxford. But you not too young. So I tell you why. Why you send old people to come and talk about marriage?
We may not look very old, but actually we are. But we're not going to tell you how old we are. I'll tell you a story. There was this very famous, handsome movie actor who is known for his role. Why you are making such a big deal out of this? And when he sees his wife coming, he says, "Yes, I like your new haircut."
Nice meeting you. You must come to our church whenever you come. We are very thankful to you. You know, our pastor works so hard. Very good. You know, our pastor.
Let's all
Jesus is great. But tell me the song B95. Salvation belongs to our God, who sits upon the throne. Praise and glory, wisdom.
So we just want to leave everything our marriage today. Like yesterday, we were going to meet together. I said to them,
Alright. Okay, make me
and you were the one that prayed for me.
Guy, and I look at opportunities and I want to do that, I want to do this, and she is saying cannot, to check me so that I've been known. One of my God is using Mei Chan to ask me to
one of the things that he irritates me is his forgetfulness. He tells the children switch off the lights, but he forgets to switch off the lights. So when I get so angry with him, I'll just be patient and pick it up and switch off the lights. After all, age is okay catching up with me. Why lose my hair and get so stressed out about it? So I learn to celebrate that. I learn to be more patient and be more not so petty.
The wet blanket. The other way is that it's a wet towel. Thank you.
On and his socks all over the place. And the slippers, he has a knack of leaving it right at the doorway where somebody's going to trip over them. Usually I trip over them. But I've said it 1,000 times.
Ready to go to church, my wife will be still in the bath or she'll be still dressing up. And I'll be ready out, but she'll be still sitting at against me. But one thing just happened quite recently. After hearing Pastor Kichuan saying, slow down and walk slowly. And I said, that makes sense. And now I...
Actually, I was just going to say, Mega is not true. Actually, I'm always ready first. One of the major irritations with him is that he's always late. And I keep on waiting for him, and I'm still having to learn that. Yeah.
And so when she gets into the car, she will sometimes be fuming away, because I was late, And so I say, what's the problem? I mean, that's, don't worry about that. We'll always get there on time. But 5 minutes makes a lot of difference to her. So I'm still learning, and she has right now to accept. One of the things that I find that Nancy irritates me is she is super spiritual. Yeah. There is we're sitting on red chairs today, so the Lord has a prophetic color, The Lord is trying to say something to me. I said on red chair, but just
Exaggeration!
we're just got lots of cloud trying to say, this is a cloud one. I'll be driving out and I think, well, just let me concentrate on the road. But I've appreciated, but often the Lord has taught me, because the Lord has used some of these things to wake me up spiritually. I want to tell you that. It's not that I think everything that's it, but that many times the Lord has used this to wake me up spiritually. And I know that the Lord has taken my lateness at times to just say, slow down.
Need to realize from here we can learn to see how the Lord is. I want to say that that's the way how Jesus sometimes gives.
I remember when my brother is not feeling well, my mother would actually cook the chicken to drink all the soup. And then in the baggage when I received from actually moving and working with people.
He's struggling. At that time, you see, when we are very poor, and
is to know how to use verbal how do we get involved into marriage ministry.
And number 3, which I think Goldie will agree, that's the best of all. I receive Jesus Christ as my Savior. And see, it's connected in the sense that when I thought I had a beautiful wife,
And I know that it will not be easy for you, of your family, because we love one another so much that you will almost treated like outsiders. I was thinking myself, because I was your mother's best son-in-law. Articles, solicited articles, and dealt with the printers, nation to speak to outsiders, to go and speak. But because I said we want to go into marriage ministry and various and plant a church, we were willing to come and help me graciously and gracefully. And also I appreciate the fact that you laugh at my joke, although you heard it many times. I want to say I'm grateful to you. I'm grateful to God and I appreciate you.
I want to say that I also love you sincerely. And when I asked the Lord for a spouse and listed some specifications, one was that answer that, and even today, after 43 years, you are the one person who can always make me laugh. With your silly jokes. Something which I find that is so necessary in a marriage is to be able to talk about everything, just about everything. I never fear that when I tell you something that I will not receive a sympathetic hearing. Tie another knot, and I really appreciate that. So even though we have been married for so long and we have so many fights and so many disagreements and so on.
You can't say it's difficult with people. You all enjoy yourself.
Yeah, very good man. That's in my time of need, in my depression. Because when I went through surgery, yeah, you don't cook, but then you make the effort. Without me, you bought fish for me, and you know, it shows again that you were very kind, patient. I know they were so kind that, yeah.
And I thank God for this. That you help me to grow.
And I know that it's because of what you have deposited in my life that today I've grown, and through the grace of God.
Thank you. We've been married for 41 years. And thank God has brought you to be my wife. All these years you've gone through a lot of things, up and down. But you're always there to sit collect my rubbish. And I'm sure that I appreciate it very much. You also taught me to say that, to say every day I love you, even talents. But you always say you cannot. One of the talents you had I appreciate very much is when I meet somebody else new, and you say, this guy, watch out for him. And I like to continue to say that I appreciate you very much. And only that to encourage you, that at this age, you can draw, you can sing, you can play the piano, you know, the church and outside the church, to come to encourage you. Take that and build it up. And I believe that with many, many more years to go, we can serve the Lord and serve the people around us. And because you love me and you are supporting me all this while, to hard times and to difficult times.
Ivy, I thank you. I thank God that I have a wife like you. I believe God has sent you to me to be my helpmate. I really appreciate you. You have been a great mother to my children. I especially remember Proverbs 31. It really describes who you are in the sight of God and to me. I bless you and I ask God to bless you too. Thank you.
You have walked with me, especially making me not only to grow to love you more, but really that I respect you so much. Because it's because of you and because of my past childhood that has been so asked is how are you? It's not the car, it's how are you? And it's you. Thank you so much for being such a good father and a very loving husband who always assured me that you are always there, even though that.
I was spoiled by your mother. She got a shock.
喺香港有肯尼沙巴因為我哋翻嚟分分係 high 一點咗啊啲，亦都感謝佢喺呢12年裏面一直支持我，特別係我嘅佢有我發現呢啲新問題嘅時候，佢俾支持我，俾我好大嘅鼓勵為我祈禱。
Give you as my wife. I really thanks, especially the past period when I was sick. My wife helped me. Really, I know that. Okay, I'll get Alan and Jeanette talk.
Such an encouraging and supporting person in my life. I truly thank you for all the wonderful years with children, and the way you do it so quietly without any complaints. I love you very much.
Sometimes you that you have been so gracious to me, from my shell to make use of my talent,
as fits the occasion, that it may impart grace to those who hear.
With all the details, actually on next Sunday, 15 kilos, so I think there are copies there. Subscription is $30, you get 2 copies per year, and then if you want to buy
ministry, taking the whole church, no need to stay on in the church to serve God, but to push you out in your own factory, in your own workshop. I agree with you.
For tonight's dinner, okay, it'll be outside the foyer. Please look for your own number because there's not going to be any receptionist or anything, because I want to enjoy myself tonight. I don't want you all to move around too much because we want you all to. And again, I say not much movement. Please try to minimize your movement because there will be a lot of programs ongoing. Thank you.
In a team, when time to have Bible discussion or talk about sermon, the husband will carry the baby, and the baby will start to cry.
he would say that he is a Christian, but we're not sure whether he is or not. So we were praying that during this cruise there would be some opportunity for you. And then such a wonderful opening. And then
It was a failure. So if I never had someone to talk to, you'll be very disappointed. What I'd like to bring up is companionship. When you
because we are running no stories, we are running, and I basically involved
like this case.
She's the boss's wife.
It's not really our office. She is better with
It's a healthy age. I'm talking all the time about second half, living a life of legacy, tell the checks, and sign the checks. And then she will ask the little to
know what's going on, just in case that's not true. And then if you really feel that it's making you sign too many.
This year's when Goldie and Dr.
In fact, a lot of things I thought he can't help me actually, because a lot of things are technicals. But now we realize the ministry is a lot related with people. Initially, our relationship with people, and I'm big in that area. Sharing with him, I start telling him what are the things.
And one more is family. So in the areas of things are very general, then she will pick up here and there, but she doesn't really know the nature of my work. I need to travel a lot, and I begin to see that to come up with. And because ourselves is so unique. In the family,
blessed that I can always come to his very right. But if you're not in the right mood, I think I'll get a firing.
So you see, cell leaders, you get the firing. Not only you, my wife also get
the gospel, but don't stick on that. Maybe okay, pull her aside. You know what we can do? Can I pray for you?
We'll call it an alumni meeting again sometime, okay? You'll be informed.
There is a longing only you can fill, a raging tempest only you can still. My soul is thirsty, Lord, to know you as I know. Drink from the river that flows before your throne. Take me deeper, deeper in love with you. Jesus, hold me close in your embrace. Take me deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. I just want to love you more and more. How I long to be deeper in love. Sunrise to sunrise, I will seek your face. Drawn by the Spirit to the promise of your grace. My heart has found in you a hope that will abide. Here in your presence, forever satisfied. Take me deeper, deeper in love with you. Jesus, hold me close in your embrace. Take me deeper, oh yes, deeper than I've ever been before. I just want to love you more and more. How I long to be deeper in love. Paul Jackson Jr. Hold me close in your embrace. Take me deeper, oh yeah, deeper than I've ever been before. I just want to love you more and more. How I long to be deeper in love. Oh yeah. How I long to be deeper in love. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. my heart like you do, and I could search for all eternity long and find there is none like you. There is none like you. No one else can touch my heart like you do, and I could search for all eternity long and find there is none like you.
Your mercy flows like a river wide, and healing comes from your hands. Oh, and suffering children are safe in your arms. There is none like you. There is none like you. No one else can touch my heart like you do. I could search for all